I'm here to tell you Nino Brown says your services are no longer needed in the community.
Who the bomber clot is? Oh! Yeah! Now that's how you kill somebody, my brothers. You get right up on the motherfucker and bam! Throw his brains all over the sidewalk in broad daylight.
Drop the ball.
To the brothers.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes. Well, if you don't, I guess the shotgun goes off and blows your big fat head off clean before you can get your clothes back on.
Yes, sir.
Is that clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Nino Brown Boxing, and I'm back with another video. So, during this video, I want to talk about Triple G, Canelo Alvarez, and the WBC. So, recent reports have stated that the WBC has ordered an immediate rematch between Triple G and Canelo. Now, even though Triple G has openly said he wanted to take the fight, and Canelo has openly stated that he wanted to take the fight, it makes absolutely no sense why the WBC feels the need that they need to step in and involve themselves. I say this because, for one, Canelo Alvarez has made it a very clear point. He's made a very clear point that he wants absolutely nothing to do with the WBC. Now, if you're not caught up on the news, last year when the WBC forced Canelo to vacate his WBC middleweight title, from that moment on, Canelo has had beef with the WBC. And Canelo's fight before this past fight with Triple G, when he fought Alzarez Jr., the WBC created some type of commemorative Mexican belt for the two fighters. Canelo didn't want any parts of that. He didn't want the belt. He didn't want the trophy, whatever you want to call it. He wanted nothing to do with the WBC. Going forward, after he beat Alzarez Jr., he continued to let the public know that he wants no parts of the WBC, nothing to do with their title, nothing to do with the green belt. Now, fast forward to after the Triple G Canelo fight. Once again, it makes no sense for the WBC to order immediate rematch. Now, the part that's fucked up is, why would the WBC order their champion to fight someone that is not the #1 contender? Secondly, why would they order their champion, and being Gennady Golovkin, Triple G, to fight someone that has openly denounced the WBC as a sanctioning body? Point 3. Canelo, he's not just talking, his actions have shown that he wants no part of the WBC. Approaching the fight with Triple G, the WBC has a mandatory 30-day weigh-in and like a 7 or 10 day weigh-in, like a weigh-in a week before the fight. I know the last weigh-in, you can't be no more than 10 pounds over. Canelo didn't participate in any of those weigh-ins. So not only Canelo is talking the talk, he's walking the walk. His actions are definitely speaking louder than his words at this point when it comes to him not wanting any parts of the WBC. So I found it to be completely disrespectful for the WBC to order an immediate rematch for someone that has made it known that they won't be fighting for their title. But it's not only just a ridiculous gesture, it's also disrespectful to the #1 contender, and that being Jermall Charlo. Now, I understand that Jermall Charlo hasn't been the #1 contender for a long time now. It hasn't even been 6 months. I get it. But it makes absolutely no sense for the WBC to even attempt to sanction this fight when Canelo didn't follow the WBC's guidelines leading up to the fight with Triple G. Now, some people will look at this situation and say, like, Jermall Charlo could potentially have a lawsuit on his hands when it comes to the WBC and wonder how could the WBC even like order an immediate rematch, but not order Triple G to fight Charlo. Now, I don't work behind the scenes, so that would be something that Jamal Charlo would have to talk to his team about. He would have to discuss that with Al Heyman. But the situation as a whole is completely ridiculous. Now we'll see if the WBC, if they're in a rush prior to the rematch to order the winner. Well, it doesn't even matter because Canelo's not fighting for the belt. But let's just say hypothetically Triple G wins. This fight right here is not a voluntary defense. The rematch wouldn't be a voluntary defense. The previous fight, the one that just happened, wouldn't be a voluntary defense. So no. Honestly, man, I don't even know what category it falls under. It's not a voluntary defense because Canelo doesn't want the belt, and it's not a mandatory defense because Canelo isn't as mandatory, and he doesn't want the belt. So it seemed like Triple G's out here not even defending his WBC belt right now. So it would only make sense in Triple G's next fight for the WBC to order Triple G to fight someone in their rankings. But we know boxing is full of politics. Yeah, man, like this shit makes absolutely no sense. Hopefully we'll get a little more clarity on the situation. Maybe the WBC will come out and make some statements regarding this and try to make sense of this as a whole. But until then, I'm Nino Brown Boxing, and I'm out.